Little People, Big World's Audrey Roloff has been slammed for oversharing after posting photos and videos of herself giving birth to her third child. The 30-year-old shared numerous posts detailing the birth experience for her 3-month-old son Audrey took to Instagram on Monday to share 5 posts that included photos and clips documenting the birth of her youngest child. The birth took place in a bathtub, while Audrey's husband Jeremy, 31, held her hand as she was in labor. "I started pushing it around 6:20, even though it felt more like really intense pressure contractions and not like pushing," Audrey wrote in one of the Instagram posts. "I didn't have the feeling of the baby coming down like I did with our other kids. I had crazy back labor and lots of pressure with no feeling of progress. It was painful and harder mentally because I felt like I was pushing and not getting anywhere." Radley emerged 12 minutes later, and he was born en call. Detailed descriptions. The mother of 3 explained that her water never broke, and he was born in the amniotic sac, which is extremely rare. She continued, "I wish I had a good picture to show you, but it was dark and the angle of the photos doesn't really show it well. My midwife popped the sac while he was still in the water right after he came out, so when I sat up and turned around so she could pass him to me, he had what looked like a deflated balloon over his head. Pushing out the sac was a very different experience. I didn't feel the ring of fire or anything like that." Wrapping up. The Little People, Big World Stars posts concluded. "Labor started peacefully and with a lot of questioning if I was even in labor. So opposite from my other labors, I had the pray for intuition to call my midwife, and she had the intuition to tell me to come in. I went into labor in the night and the kids were already at my parents', so we could leave quickly and there was no traffic. Everyone got where they needed to be when they needed to be there. No one else was at the birth center, so we had it to ourselves. The tub filled up just in time for when my contractions started to become intense. That golden hour after birth was pure joy, so much harmony." Not personal. Shortly after Audrey shared the detailed posts, Little People, Big World fans rushed to Reddit to slam the TV personality for oversharing. The initial critic complained, "Why do people feel like they just need to tell us about how their child was born? I feel like it's one of those special moments in every parenthood journey that's personal. Like, if that day was so special, why don't you tell us about the night you made the baby? Oh, wait, that's not personal or beautiful." Another person slammed Audrey for sharing so many details. They wrote, "I understand birth stories can be interesting to read to some people and helpful to people expecting, especially their first, to see how it actually is from a not doctor, but why did it have to be 5 parts? That's so many parts about pushing a baby out. I thought she was done at 3, then banned 2 more parts. It way too much." A third chimed in, "I don't get it either. I had a pretty unusual birth with my second child, but it would bore people to go into details. My husband didn't talk about once in a great while, as in remember when this or that happened, but we were both there, so it is special to us, not so much to anyone else." Baby's arrival. Audrey opened up about the experience just months after welcoming her third child. The couple announced Radley's arrival in November, writing, "It's a boy. Welcome to the world, Radley Knight Roloff. Born 11.821 at 6:32 m, 9.1 pounds, 21.5 in, and born en call, which was wild. I can't wait to share his birth story with you soon. We are so grateful to God for answering so many specific prayers in regards to this labor and delivery. A word that I had been praying over this birth was harmony. And it truly was one of the most harmonious experiences." In addition to Radley, the former TLC stars share daughter Ember, 3, and son Bode, 1.